today. From AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's a special Thanksgiving Day presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. The Giants defense ready to go and in good form coming off the shutout a week ago. And one of the guys who will need to play well is this man in his 5th NFL season in the defensive backfield.
And he did more than just play his usual solid defense last week. He had the interception return for the touchdown. I do think we'll continue to see him take chances and hopefully continue to make some big plays on his side of the ball.
Dak going to start out going to the air. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Our game here, a Thanksgiving staple in Dallas dating back to 1966. It was Tex Schramm, the Cowboys GM, who wanted to drum up a little publicity. And he drew 80,000 to the Cotton Bowl to see the Cowboys beat the Browns that year in '66. And a tradition was born and has only grown in love and passion over the years. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
The Giant defense ready to go to work. They lead 7-0, trying to put a stop together here as this drive starts with a 1st down. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. But Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day, the only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here, just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case. Yeah,
and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And
the Giants defense back out there once more. They've had the upper hand so far this first half of play, working with a good lead already as they look to defend this first down. They'll start by running the option to the right. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question in the response.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. The Giant defense ready to go to work. They had the pick 6 just a moment ago, so they're feeling good as they prepare to try and make another stop. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league can support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Azeez Ojulari. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the shotgun, again to Elliott. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Giants defense back out there once more. They've looked good so far. This whole team has, for that matter, in the midst of a big first half as this next drive begins 1st and 10. Prescott on first down. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw again on second down. Prescott left side to Lamb. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. First down, Prescott. Amendola's got it, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott buying time to his left. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
The Giant defense ready to go to work. They're in a somewhat unenviable position here to start the drive with the ball already up near midfield. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down and 4, Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the 27, Prescott, and his throw is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Prescott yet again. Out to his left. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. Here's Amendola now. Jet sweep. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Dak's going to keep it. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Prescott now. This will be caught at about the 6. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they've rallied and made the tackle.
The Giants defense back out there once more. They've pitched the shutout here into the 4th quarter. Been sensational. The question, can they finish it off? They'll need to come up with another stop here. A first down throw for Prescott. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Williams collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. To throw is Prescott. Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. To the air again. Prescott. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Boy, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep. So for the Giants, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on Washington. Meanwhile, for Dallas, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.